Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Stuart, Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, and we're inside the shack today working on a very, very important project. We're going to be getting our laptop and 891 ready to run FT2 portable. So let's go ahead and get everything going here. We're going to use the Digirig today, the Digirig Mobile. If you guys have never seen it, this is the Digirig Mobile. It's a little digital device for you use it with radios that don't have a sound card. So like the FT-891. So what I do is I hook this into the back of the 891 into the laptop, and this allows me to do FT8, FT4, and now FT2. So let's go ahead and get all the radio set up. I'll show you all the settings on the radio to make this little device work with FT2, so we can go out and do a portable ham radio outing and do it with FT2. So on the FT891, there are a few settings that you need to tweak, adjust, modify for using the Digirig. So I'll walk you through those right now. So one of the first settings you need to do is make sure you get enough bandwidth to pass the signal to WSJT-X. And we go into the width, and I usually set that at 3000. You can do 2400 if you want, but I usually set it at 3000. When that's okay, just hit the function button again and get out of that screen. All the data mode settings will be found in section 8 of the functions. So do a long press on the F and go to section number 8. And here's where we're going to start modifying some of the settings. So data mode or menu 8-01 data mode should be set to others. 8-3 other DISP, 1500 is good. 8-4 other shift, 1500 is good for that as well. These are the critical ones. Data low cut frequency, 300 hertz is good. And data high cut frequency, 2800, 3000 should be a good setting there. We'll put it at 3000. Data in select, which is 8-09 rear, and data push to talk select DAKY, which is 8-10. So that's a critical setting. So when you go to do your push to talk test inside of WSJT-X and it's not cycling, this is the setting that you need to adjust. 8-10 DAKY. 8-11 data out level 50 is good for that, and data BFO, all data packets on HF are upper sideband. All right, so with all those settings in place, we should be able to go and hear some FT2 signals. So here we go, we got some signals on FT2. If they sound really tinny like that, just adjust your RF gain. So let's go ahead and hook up our Digirig now. So there's two cables that come with the Digirig. This is the one that goes to the USB on the computer into the USB or the Digirig device itself, and the one that goes from the Digirig into the back of the radio. Now we only use the audio here, so do not use the green. We only use the black for the 891. So basically the black connector goes into the black slot on the back of the Digirig, and your USB connector goes to where it says USB, and that's it. The connector here, the two connectors, this one here, not used. The one you want to look for has the little guide, rectangular guide inside the plug. So this plug here will plug right into the back of the 891 next to where the USB plug would be, right in there, just like so. So the next thing we want to do is open up WSJT-X, and we want to go into our settings. There's a few settings for the Digirig that you need to do here. On the general, you want to put your call sign and your grid square. You can go four characters or 6. Other options here you can do here if you want to experiment and see what's there. Really the only two I worry about are the call sign and the grid square. On the radio, I set the rig control to none. It'll gray out a lot of the other options. And RTS, you want to select RTS for the PTT method, and the COM port that your Digirig will be using. On this computer, it's COM10. And then you want to basically test the PTT. And if you got everything all set up properly, the PTT will light up and key up the radio. And that's pretty much it. Now you're ready to go and experiment with some FT2. And you can see we got some signals coming in, and you want to adjust your receiving level here so it's in the green. And I mentioned earlier, if you got that tinning noise, RF gain that you want to adjust, not the AF gain, the RF gain, just to make sure that you're in the green. Okay, so we should be all ready to make a QSO here, or a contact. Go ahead and call CQ, and let's see what happens. There, we got a contact with Foxtrot 5 Sierra Zulu Yankee on 20 meters. Bingo, click on the log, and that goes right into QRZ. red, and away we go. So there you have it, folks. There's how you can set up your WSJT-X. Now remember, FT2 as of today, February 20th, 2026, runs on WSJT-X 2.7, and then you got to install the Codium patch and then the frequency file. I'm sure this will all change even in the next few days. 100% convinced it'll change. So stay tuned. Watch the resources that I'll put in the comments below, and who knows, in a few weeks we may even have a working version of WSJT-X with FT2 built in. My hope is that we get it hooked up for the Mac here right away, so I don't have to use all this Windows computer. But I'm sure in time it will get there. But as of right now, this is how we set up WSJT-X on Windows using the Digirig to the FT-891. Now I can go out and do portable ham radio and make some FT2 contacts in the field. 7-3s from New Brunswick. I'm Stuart, Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot. We'll see you guys in a future video. Bye-bye now.